Well, hello, welcome, wherever you are joining us around the world, welcome to Manchester for a quite historic, momentous, perhaps even emotional night of boxing. Derek War Chisora has given us so many memories over the last 18 years, and tonight he makes that final ring walk in the UK for fight number 49 against Otto Wallin. We've got 3 fights coming up for you as part of this YouTube stream, and I'm delighted to be in the company of some guys who have been very excited about fight week. Mr. Liam Cameron, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very well. And Mr. Delicious himself, how are you, sir?
Very well, thank you.
Good to have you both here. Delicious, I'm going to start with you because you saw Derek yesterday at the weigh-in. You had a bit of a moment. I think there was a passing of a delicious torch.
It was good. It was good to be able to catch up with him. We've bumped into each other a few times over the years. He's aware of my career. He's aware that I'm obviously turning over with Queensberry, so it was just good to have that little chat with him.
And it was fun yesterday at the weigh-in, but there was one moment in particular, one kind of flashpoint where he got hold of Otto Wallin and got him in a bit of a headlock.
Do you know what I was saying? We was talking about it earlier, weren't we? We don't know what to expect from Derek Chisora. It was good vibes yesterday, but then there was that little bit where I think this is gonna change. But he resumed back to being a nice guy.
he sort of did. Liam, you've been hyped about this. I've seen you posting across your social media. I'm gonna be there. You are here. We're hours away from that final ring walk. What are you thinking?
I'm excited. I can't believe it. I'm actually here and I'm doing commentary with DJ and you. It's brilliant, honestly. I'm just overwhelmed with this experience.
Oh, well, that's a thing, actually. You mentioned about being overwhelmed. Now, a lot of the build-up to this has been about Derek Chisora, his last fight. If you saw the press conference, everyone's talking about him. Everyone's ignoring that he's actually got a fight on the Saturday. Is there a danger that it all becomes too much for him tonight? The emotion of the occasion, what do you think?
He's been there before, hasn't he? How many is it? Is this the 40th fight?
49th.
He's done it, hasn't he? He's done it, so like I can see a big stoppage coming, one big last hurrah from Derek Chisora.
Is that kind of where your head's at with it as well, Delicious?
Yeah, like Liam was saying, he's been there before. He's very experienced. He's been, around the top guys, top of the division. So I think for him, this is going to be another night, an emotional one. But in terms of in the ring, it'll be another night.
But there's also the other angle where Otto Wallin kind of feels like there's not an awful lot of pressure on him. Derek Chisora is the one that's getting all the hype, all the love, it's all about me kind of thing. What's Otto Wallin thinking?
Well, it depends on how he deals with that pressure. Sometimes if you don't feel like you've got that pressure on you, you might perform better. But it depends. Some fighters like that pressure. So we'll see tonight.
There's going to be a lot of pressure. Derek Chisora, 19 stone man, coming at you. This ring looks tiny.
Yeah.
To be honest, I did notice that the ring's quite small, so I'll probably right up Chisora's street.
But Chisora likes a little dance, don't he? Like just to get a little recovery. He's making no exception here. He's coming full bull in it. Do you know what I mean? So we'll see.
He's kind of got that feeling that as soon as the first bell rings, he's just going to stick it right on Otto Wallin. Is that what you're thinking?
I think so. I think he's not going to come and play around, really. I think he's going to have probably a show walking in. His last dance in the UK, of course, but I reckon in there he want to finish it with fireworks. That's what I think is going to happen.
I think so as well. Listen, I asked Delicious yesterday. I don't think I've had the chance to ask you, but have you got a kind of standout Derek Chisora memory, a moment from over the years where you've just thought, that guy?
I'm watching him against Takem, back and forth action. I'm thinking, wow, this is hard, this. Chisora's slipping a bit here, and that big overhand right comes and just finishes him off. That was mental. I can remember watching that, and that just got me on edge of my seat. Crazy.
I don't think you were alone in that. Well, listen, Derek Chisora is very much part of British boxing's family, and the 3 fights we've got coming up for you as part of this preliminary show, it's very much a family affair. I'm hoping they'll pull up a graphic, but the first is actually Derek Chisora's nephew, Jermaine Dhliwayo. He's in action. Then we head over to Joe Cooper, who is Billy Joe Saunders' cousin. And then we've got Walter Fury. I'm sure you can guess whose cousin he is. He is Tyson Fury's cousin. And I'm hearing a whisper, a couple of whispers around this arena that Tyson Fury is actually here tonight. Let's just have a quick chat about this. But What are you thinking about Walter Fury? I guess if he's got that fighting blood, well, they've all got the fighting blood running through their veins, he's probably got it, right?
That's the thing. Again, that might come with a little bit of pressure, but I think the Fury family do very well under pressure, as we've seen time and time again. So it'll be very interesting to see how he does today.
Yeah, it's a bit of a family affair tonight with cousins and nephews and all getting on, but yeah, there is a bit of pressure. You've got to perform, right?
Yeah, definitely. And the Fury name, if he's going to make it, he's going to make it behind that name. They'll give him a lot of support. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him.
And I like the idea, because I am hearing that Tyson Fury is going to be in attendance. I don't know if he's going to stay for the whole show, but he's certainly here to watch Walter Fury. I like that he's attending, and if he does stick around for Derek Chisora, that's a lovely moment. They've shared 3 fights together, and I think people are showing up for Derek.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's obviously Tyson Fury's come to support. It's good. It's good. I think they're quite close mates, aren't they? So yeah, it's good to see boxers coming together and just having a good time, a good night.
Well, we'll be live from 6:30 on TNT Sports. This is the preliminary section of tonight's show. So many brilliant championship fights coming up for you tonight. We begin the action actually with Lewis Williams, a Commonwealth Games gold medalist, a man delicious that you know very well. Fight number 2 for him. What can we expect from Lewis Williams?
Oh, you're going to see very fast, flashy heavyweight. I remember sparring. I've done countless rounds with Lewis Williams, so I know him very, very well. That jab is lightning. Look out for that jab tonight. Yeah,
and he was a heavyweight as an amateur, which means kind of cruiserweight as a pro, but growing as a heavyweight. You saw the size of him yesterday, putting on a bit of size. Yeah, very impressed. It's obvious that his team was working on making sure that he builds that mass, but he builds it properly. It's very easy to build mass, isn't it? But he's done it properly. So it'd be good to see what he does as a heavyweight. Of course, his first fight, phenomenal. I kind of knew his opponent as well, so for him to do what he did to him, I was really, really impressed. Very much so. Well, listen, thank you so much, Delicious. I think you're going to jump and do some comms. I think you're going to do some as well, Liam. So much to look forward to tonight. Let's get the action underway. Our MC, Thomas Schreiber, and your commentary team, Darren Rees and Owen Lavin.
Let's first welcome to the ring, Mark the Bullhammer Butler.
Well, a very warm welcome to ringside here at the Co-op Live Arena in Manchester. A fantastic arena it is for boxing too. And here comes Mark Butler from Brighton. He kicked off his career with a couple of wins back in 2019, but he's been on the road since, and I gotta say, he's been in there with some good lads over the last few years, including Nelson Birchall, Billy Adams, Reece McMillan, who will be boxing on this card tonight, and many others. He's a tricky fighter, and he certainly knows his way around the boxing ring.
And now let's welcome to the ring, Jermaine Dhliwayo.
What a song to come out to in Manchester. And this is Jermaine Dhliwayo, who will eventually make an appearance onto the ramp. If you haven't seen him before, he is Derek Chisora's nephew, and he fights in a very similar fashion. Head down, chin to his chest, and he goes for it. But he's also a good amateur in his day. He won the Haringey Box Cup. And I know a part of our commentary team has been there for one of his amateur fights, which we'll speak about in a minute. And I am joined by Owen Lavin and Liam Cameron. But I haven't got any fighter coming down the ramp yet, chaps.
He's taking the time. I've done this in my last fight. What was it? Birmingham. He's saying I was taking a while coming out, but he's enjoying it.
But I tell you what, in terms of ring entrance music, when you're fighting in Manchester, this is a cracker to come out to.
It's quality, especially on the big occasion of him being on Derek's big last fight in the UK. He's going to enjoy it.
Is he the man?
He's a kid I do, so he's actually a stablemate. He's 2'5", the same as myself. But he's a kid. He's got here because of his name and his relation. But I've seen him out in one of his last fights, and he can fight. He's not relying on the name, he can back it up. So it's interesting to see how he handles the pressure tonight.
No, he absolutely can, and I saw after his debut, it wasn't long after that he was back. I think he's an apprentice on some sort of building trades, and it's called the life of an up-and-coming boxer, But anyway, he's made his way to the ring, and Thomas Triver is posed and ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Co-op Live in Manchester, England for a great night of professional boxing. We get things started with 4-round schedule in the super featherweight division. It is being brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their great sponsors. Riyadh Season, 32 Red, That Prize Guide, and Beauty Best. Our timekeeper is Chris O'Connor, and when the bell rings, our referee in charge and scoring this contest will be Mark Lyson. Introducing to you first fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing a white with black and gold and weighed in officially at 9 stone, 4 pounds, 1 ounce. Hailing from Brighton, England, he has 18 professional bouts to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mark the Bullhammer Butler. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing silver with white and weighed in officially at 9 stone, 3 pounds, 1 ounce. Hailing from London, England, he is undefeated with 4 wins. 1 of his 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jermaine God's Plan Dhliwayo.
Okay, Jermaine. Okay, boys, open all the rules. I want you to obey my commands. Tell you to break clean, defend yourselves at all times, boys. Just good.
Well, here we go then, the first bout of the evening, in this very special evening of Derek Chisora's last dance in the UK anyway. And who better to kick it off than his nephew, Jermaine Dhliwayo, who is in the grey and white Union Jack shorts with the white socks and boots. And in the opposite corner is Mark Butler, one of those experienced fighters on the road who, as I said in the intro, knows his way around a boxing ring. I've seen him multiple times. He knows every single trick in the book, and he will be doing his best tonight, guys, to make Jermaine's life as difficult as he possibly can be, won't he?
Yeah, he's a tough man. Straight away you can see he's clever where his foot is, especially boxing the southpaw. He's keeping it on the outside.
Good backhand there, his southpaw, he's got it off to a tee, hasn't he?
Dhliwayo boxing out of that southpaw stance, as Liam Cameron just pointed out. Really nice straight left hand, straight down the middle.
The guy's having a good though, he's not come here to lay down. I actually watched him in senior ABAs and he was one of the standouts for me. I think he got a count, he come back and he stopped the kid. And I couldn't believe it how he come back, so he's going to be a really good talent.
Good shot. I've got to say, this is the 5th fight for Dhliwayo. Good body work there, and he's certainly starting to look a lot more relaxed and composed in the early part of his fights as they go on. But I guess that's just experience, isn't it? I suppose when you're really early on, it's just the adrenaline gets the better of you and you really want to put on a show.
Good shot again.
That straight left hand's working really nicely for him.
I like his stance. I like the way he holds himself as a southpaw. He's keeping that lead hand busy, keeping him guessing.
Like you say, it'll just be a blur for him at minute, because it's massive in it, Manchester Stadium, and he's on this show, so
he's picking some lovely shots though. I think he's starting really well.
His face is reddening up as well. I can see his left eye on the opponent. I
think the corner will tell him go to the body a little bit more now. The the opponent. He's keeping busy in the fight.
Yeah, I'm going to say Butler's doing a good job of trying to hold the centre of that ring, isn't he? He's certainly not just being on the back foot, but a good flurry of punches there from Dhliwayo.
I'm sure he had Buddy McGurk in his corner as well.
I see him standing looking in there, yeah.
We were at our gym last week. I was sparring Callum Smith, so he's a good guy.
This one scheduled for 4. So much learning done in these 4-rounders at the start of fighters' careers. And like you said, Liam, it will be just a bit of a blur, but what memories and moments to look back on.
Oh yeah, you'll never forget these moments.
Definitely.
I think he's just warmed up into it. I think as the rounds go on, he will put it on the gas.
Definitely. I think it'll be an exciting fight to watch as the rounds go up, as he gets to, if he keeps that engine. I think he had a really good first round there, but a 4-rounder, I think once he gets to 6 rounds, that style is going to really stand to him.
Well, Butler's certainly not come here to just roll over, is he? He is trying to take the centre of the ring. He's putting his shots together himself. He looks like a strong lad and all, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. He's having a good swing back in it. Like, he's got to be careful in a sense. So, but that will bring the best out of Jermaine, to be fair. As the rounds go on, he's going to step it up a bit. Yeah. I can see a bit of a stoppage coming on, to be fair, with the reddening of the face and stuff.
I think when he really lets his hands go and steps up, goes through them gears, he's going to put him in pressure, he's going to put him under trouble.
Well, the shot which Dhliwayo has landed over and over again has been that straight left hand. He's really mastered that, hasn't he? And it hasn't taken him long to get his distance. But here we go. There goes the bell to signal the start of this second round.
So he's come out a bit stronger, hasn't he, this one?
Yeah. I think they've told him keep busy in that lead hand, set up that backhand. Good.
Good straight right hand to the body there from Mark Butler, the man from Brighton. Dhliwayo looks ever so focused.
See, he's not moving, is he? He's standing at the centre of the ring and he's taking it to him a bit. Firing back here. It's a good little fight.
Really good.
But he responds back brilliantly every time.
Like to see Dhliwayo changing up the levels there, body and head. Good flurry of punches to the body and then just sink one upstairs.
It's a good little test this, because when you come out and in your head you're boxing a journeyman, but then you get in the ring and you have someone that's standing there fainting, you're not going to be too eager to jump on top of him.
It's because it's Derek Chisora's nephew, isn't it? He wants to make a name for himself.
He said that he's got such vivid memories of being at Uncle Derek's fights over the years, you know, in the football stadiums and wherever else it's been, and being so young and looking at those big shiny belts. So it must be really special to be boxing on an undercard of this magnitude and being in arenas like this, and he's making the most of it. You can tell how much he loves it.
He's having a really good go. I can't believe it. He's proper giving it.
Good shot combination there by Dhliwayo. Butler just covering up.
Good body shot. I'd like to see him gut at body a bit more, because it's quite open when he's landing.
Keep him busy on that lead hand. He keeps at the start. He started very well, touching the body with it.
The Philly shell coming out there, I saw. That must be the American Buddy McGurk showing him.
Good shot. Really nice. Double jab. Followed it up with a straight left down there from Dhliwayo. All 3 of those shots got through nicely. Butler, he hasn't stopped throwing really, has he? I know he hasn't landed as many as Dhliwayo, but
he's really come. It's been a good fight so far.
A little bit low.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get back in his straights a bit more now.
That jab's good shot, that one.
See, keep that jab busy. Poking upstairs, downstairs.
But they're so tough, these journeymen. Every week they're fighting. Sometimes I think, how did they do it?
And when they've got 4 rounds, they know they've got 4 rounds, so they're a lot more eager to have a go, or else if they do get hurt, they're very hard to get out of there.
Absolutely, to do it week in, week out and be in there with top prospects over and over again, it's quite a job, isn't it?
Hungry Lions.
Massive. I was in an away corner for one of the other guys boxing, and when you see, you don't really see it when you've been in the home fighters corners. When you see what they go through, and you just see when they come back and they compare cuts and bruises, and they're just worried about their next fight next week, and it's like they're just tough men.
It's a mad old sport, but we love it. That's why we're here.
Yeah, massively. I think they deserve so much respect for the sport.
What's it like sometimes when you're boxing these kind of journeymen? Is it frustrating sometimes? Do you think, like, I've hit him with the kitchen sink and everything else, and they're not going anywhere? You're thinking,
my last opponent,
what have I got to do?
Honestly, my last opponent, I come back and I just said, my hands is hurting. I said, his head is hurting my hand. Just tough, but could not stir him. Just would not go out.
There's a bit of pressure as well, because you think they've lost that many times. You want to knock them out.
Exactly.
They're like, you go for that, and they'll bag of tricks.
Yeah, a bag of tricks is a really good way of putting it, but Jermaine Dhliwayo straight out on the front foot in the southpaw stance there.
Good.
Busy with that lead hand, isn't he?
Yeah, you can see the corners telling him, look, keep it poking out, set that backhand up.
But what a good learning fight for him, though.
Really good. Good.
Well, one of the referees just getting the late side of Mark Butler. If you're just joining us, welcome along and welcome to the prelims. Live from ringside here at the Co-op Live. You're joined by myself, Darren Rees, Owen Lavin and Liam Cameron here on commentary. Delicious Ori. Queensberry's new heavyweight will be joining us a little bit later on as well. And we've got a conveyor belt of fights for you this evening, one after another, obviously finishing with the big one. Derek Chisora versus Otto Wallin in the heavyweight division. And when is Derek Chisora not in a entertaining fight in recent times? But this is good work here from his nephew, Jermaine Dhliwayo, who is standing strong to try and hold that centre of the ring, and he's really putting his foot down and saying, this is mine and you're not having it.
I can't believe how well he's actually doing, but you've got to think there's a lot of pressure on this kid.
There is.
A lot of pressure. Everyone's thinking Derek Chisora, this is his nephew, so he wants to perform, but it can make you worse. You've got to relax and just go up floor. You're your own person.
That's it. I think everyone keeps saying he's Derek's nephew. I suppose over his career he wants to come away from he's his own fighter now. He's not just Derek's nephew. He's here for a reason. So Derek's name has got him here. Now he's here to show us that he can stay here.
He's stepping it up now, though.
Yeah.
Definitely stepping it up. Oh, I think the guy's a bit tiring now.
Yeah, I'd like to see him keep going to the body for a while, yeah.
Out of his 4 fights, Dhliwayo, one of those has ended within the distance, and that was a fight which he had in Finland. He's just really keen to be busy, be active, get out there, learn, get that experience. And you can just tell he's just ever so slightly putting his foot on the pedal.
He's gone a
as
bit
the seconds
sharper
go
as
by.
well.
Yeah, definitely.
Gone a bit sharper.
I think he's reading the shots a lot better now as well.
Yeah. He might need 6 rounds, this guy.
The last 10 seconds of this penultimate round.
I do think Butler's been very good though as well. I think the last round were
good flurry of shots. Good flurry.
Good.
There's a 10-second clapper. There it is. Solid work here from Dhliwayo, and constantly a good response from Butler, which has made this entertaining viewing.
Really good fight. It's a really good fight.
It's been well matched, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big breath in the corner. Big breath.
But there you go. Well, there you go. That's exactly what you've got to look forward to. There are plenty of all-action fights there, and I've got to say, if I'm just going to pick one of my favourites off of that running order there, I've got to say Jack Rafferty versus Reece McMillan. I reckon for as long as that lasts, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be really fiery fight. I can't see it going too many rounds. I think within 5 or 6 it's going to be over. I've actually, funny enough, sparred Jack before his last fight, a good while before the fight, but he's really strong. It's going to be a fiery fight.
Exactly, and Nathan Heaney will be on before the main event, and you know the sort of fan base which he's got and the amount of people he brings down. Those Stokies make some noise, don't they, Liam?
Can't wait to hear him, to be fair. I saw it on the internet. Delilah, they sing, and I can't wait to be a part of it in this arena.
Good southpaw stab to the body there from Dhliwayo. But I'll be right in saying, guys, that Dhliwayo's doing a really good job of throwing what he needs to, but getting out of there at the right time. He's not hanging around, is he?
Yeah. A little bit more head movement, and what's coming to play.
Like to see him let his backhand go a little bit more, especially there. The likes when he's making a miss, just drop it in over. Good down to the body there.
A tough lad, Butler is all that. Or a good
shot.
Good body.
He's a good shot there from Dhliwayo.
He's coming for the
stoppage. Goes through the gears now.
He sunk a couple of those body ones in nicely.
Good.
I think he'd be better in a 6-rounder.
Definitely.
Because he's coming into it more.
It's tough. 4 rounds against these tough journeymen is just, they're hard fights. Good shot.
Lovely straight left down, straight down the middle there.
I'd like to see him follow up. I think he has hurt him a bit here.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I think he can get him out if he puts...
Yeah, if he goes through the gears now.
Yeah.
There's a long time left in this round. A minute and 40 seconds.
He wants it as well. He wants the stoppage. You don't want the points win.
He's going to empty the tank.
Good.
It's that backhand, in it. It's unexpected. The angles there. This corner man's screaming at him to go forward and go around the sides. And he's listening.
Good.
Fair play to him, he's listening.
Dhliwayo stalking his man around the ring now.
Butler wants to hear the bell, you can tell. He's had his load now. He's trying to hold on.
Good. He looks good here.
Lovely body shot under the right elbow of Butler, that was.
This is all experience. If he would have come out like this in the second, it would have been a completely...
gasket.
Well, I tell you what, this has all changed really, isn't it? Because it's quite one-way traffic all of a sudden, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Look, he's hurt him now.
Little tricks, holding.
Butler's he's just trying to get through to the bell now.
Butler's corner man saying, get your feet under you.
Dhliwayo digging those toes into the canvas and just sinking those shots, and just above our commentary position you can hear the air coming out of Butler's lungs as he gets caught with those.
He's got a discreet body shot. He's got a tap upstairs and bang one downstairs.
A really strong end to the round, and a really strong end to the fight this for Dhliwayo. And I think he'll be gutted that he didn't get the job done necessarily within the distance, but solid performance, really tough opponent.
Well done to him though, brilliant.
I think it was really good, especially when you bear in mind he's still very young. Butler's quite experienced, so as he gets older he's going to get a lot more power in behind them shots.
Exactly, it's a good observation. You know, Dhliwayo is 23 years old, he's in there with a 31-year-old man who's in there within the 20s of fights and several rounds under his belt, and does what these guys do best and know exactly how to survive. You were just calling the shots, Liam, as he was doing the tricks, right? He's grabbing hold of him, he's doing this to him, because that's what they do week in, week out, don't they?
Yeah, of course they do. When you're trying to get them out of there, they've had that much beating, they know how to survive.
Yeah, definitely. But I like that he didn't come and just do that the whole fight. He did come to win for the first few rounds.
After 4 rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Mark Lyson, scores this contest 40-36 for your winner. And still undefeated, Jermaine God's Plan Dhliwayo.
Well, Jermaine Dhliwayo gets the decision. he certainly did have it his own way the whole time, though, did he, Owen?
No, look, I'm kind of in the same stage of my career as Jermaine now. I'm 4-0, and you don't want it all your own way. You want someone that'll come and give it to you, because he can go now and he'll know he's learned from that fight. And I thought he looked quite impressive during it.
Well, that was bout one of the evening, and voice you probably just picked up on the microphone. It's Queensberry's newest heavyweight. We'll catch a word of in a moment, but Thomas Triber is ready to walk in our next fighters.
Let's continue, and first welcome to the ring, Artjom Spatar.
So I'm in a former opponent of yours, this one, Artjom Spatar. He's one of your classic road warriors. He's boxed and won in his home country of Estonia. He's boxed in France, Finland, and he's no stranger to the UK either. And I think it was about August last year he took Josh Frankham a distance. Another typical tough road man.
Yeah, look, but you know what? He will come to have a win, I think. I boxed him. He drew with Sam King, and then I was his next opponent. And he got through the 4 rounds just about, but he was very tough. He actually, we banged heads. He cut me open for a while. So
was this in the amateurs?
No, as a pro.
Right,
yeah.
All right.
Well, here comes Joe Cooper. As you've probably already heard, it's a bit of a family affair tonight on the prelims, and if you've been watching the fight week, because Joe Cooper is Billy Joe Saunders' cousin. So we've had Derek Chisora's nephew, we've now got Billy Joe Saunders' cousin, who's just 18 years old. He said he didn't really, not necessarily like the amateurs, but he wasn't that excited about it, so quite keen to turn over as a professional and get to business. He's 2-0 now. I've spoken to him after both of his fights, and he's definitely his own biggest critic. He expects a lot from himself. Very good boxer, knows exactly what he's doing. He's got that foundation stuff down to a T, and I think you're going to be impressed with what you see.
You know what? Some people are just better as pros than amateurs. Just how it is sometimes. You know, it's a different kind of game.
Absolutely.
Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their 3 sponsors: Riyadh Season, 32 Red, That Prize Guy, and Duty Bet. When the bell rings, our referee in charge and scoring this contest will be Steve Gray. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing a black trunks and weighed in officially at 11 stone, 4 pounds, 2 ounces. Coming to us from Narva, Estonia, he has 16 professional bouts to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Artjom Spatar. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing red trimmed with white and weighed in officially at 11 stone, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Hailing from Essex, England, he is undefeated with 2 victories. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Joe the Showstopper Cooper.
Okay, boys, we're cold break. I expect you to take a step back. Don't deliberately throw punches on the back of the head. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Well, here we go. Bout 2 of the evening, ready to get underway, and there are only 3 people left in the ring. And here we go, straight to action. Joe Cooper in the red shorts and red boots, and Artjom Spatar in the black shorts and black boots. Quite tall, isn't he, Spatar?
Yeah. He's tough, Spatar. It'd be interesting to see how Joe decides to box here. I'm sure they will have watched when I boxed him. I hurt him to the body quite a bit, so I'm expecting them to go to the body quite a lot.
He started off that jab going to the body, didn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah, and again.
Yeah. One of the things I've noticed, guys, with Joe Cooper is just for an 18-year-old lad of how disciplined and how mature he is in his performance. He hasn't come out and rushed his work here at all, is he?
Do you know what? He looks very relaxed. He looks quite seasoned as a professional. So, you know, as you were saying before, how maybe the pros suited him more than the amateurs, because in the amateurs you're definitely going to be a little bit quicker, but he looks very relaxed.
Yeah. I think he needs to take that approach. I don't think he punches massively hard, but if he keeps his discipline, he'll get through this easy.
But we've got some stars in the building this evening. Not only have we got Delicious Oreo and Lavin, but Roberto Duran has just walked into the building. To say I'm a little bit starstruck would be an understatement. What a legend of the game he is. And that was a great right hand there from Joe Cooper, who just bides his time and fires when the time is right. And he landed it perfectly, and the legs fell of Spatar beneath him. But he says to referee Steve Gray he's good to go. But I expect Cooper to put his foot on the gas.
He's got good advice there, Joe Sullivan. Go head and body now. Don't just head hunt.
What was that? Nice choppy right hook to the temple.
It looked like it was so quick, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it did, yeah. Great.
And I think it's because of how relaxed Cooper is. He just pulled the trigger, and that was it. It was lightning fast. But Cooper just nice and relaxed still. Boxing that orthodox stance. He just bides his time. Spatar ever so slightly got through with a bit of a messy right hand there. Cooper obviously under the watchful eye, under the guidance of Joe Gallagher.
Oh, great uppercut there.
Really taking his time in this round is Cooper. Almost like he would quite like the rounds under his belt. Impressed?
Yeah, I thought it was good, a good first round. I'm interested to see how Artjom responds now after getting put down that round. Did he get rocked heavy?
He seemed like he recovered pretty well.
Yeah.
But Joe didn't rush his work. He didn't put it on him. I think his corner was telling him just to chill out a little bit. He's still got time. So it'll be interesting to see how he takes the second round and what his corner is telling him.
Yeah, I just see I'm watching the corner. They're telling him go upstairs, touch upstairs, and drive it up the middle. I think it's good advice. Drop down to the body and chop it up through the middle.
One of the things which I noticed in that first round is Spatar looks like he almost falls in a bit too much at times, doesn't he? Yeah. So is the shot that straight right hand to counter him as he does fall in?
Yeah, it's a bit, when I fought him, I caught him a stab to the body, took the wind out of him, he spat his gum shield out. From then on, he kind of took the back foot.
Well, here we go, round 2 of this one scheduled for 4. Cooper straight on that jab, which does come out very well. He has mastered that shot lovely.
Comes out nice, strong, nice and long as well. It's good to see.
I think he'll want to go to the body a bit and get them hands down.
But that left hook which he just landed there vibrated the ring canvas, that one. Oh, good shot there.
Got caught heavy there though. Needs to keep his lead hand a bit higher.
What about this in your third fight? Shot. Boxing in front of Roberto Duran, eh?
Yeah,
not bad.
They had him in the gym during the week, I think. So.
Yeah, he's been doing the round. I've seen him with Sir Alex Ferguson and a few other people around Manchester.
I'll bless him later on. Go and shake his hand.
Another great jab. And an uppercut.
Oh, lovely right hand. It was that shot which he caught with in the first round.
I think that was it. It's that choppy right hook to the temple.
On the temple, isn't it?
And he goes down straight away. It's like an off switch.
Yeah. He's leaning back as well on his shots when he's tucking down. He's leaning back on it. Spatar.
Oh, and again.
Get too busy.
Yeah, he's had to hold him there.
Yeah. Spatar, I think he's going to probably have to be a bit messy here if he wants to try and survive that. Minute and 25 seconds left in this round.
Is that right hook I'll be watching for? That's the money shot, I think.
Yeah. He's holding his hands quite in front of his face. He's leaving that temple open.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe Gallagher just shouted from the corner for Cooper to lift it up.
Yeah.
Spatar just trying to get through with a shot there, but no luck. Lovely left hook under the right elbow of Spatar from Cooper. There's that right hand again, isn't it?
Spatar's caught and telling him to get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
I'm listening to the Russian here a little bit.
You've picked it up after all those amateur years.
Well, I was born there.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, he's saying get a little bit closer. I feel like I'm deciphering this.
To be fair, I think it is the best thing for him to do. Cooper looks good at long distance. I think smother him a bit more, he opens up a bit.
Patient round.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one. Yeah. I think it's all part of the game plan. It's much better to be, patient. And he's still dangerous, Spatar. Of course.
He cut me the last 5 seconds of my fight.
Oh, did he?
Caught me with a headbutt.
Okay. So tough, durable opponent. Yeah.
Yeah.
You say last 5 seconds of the
last 5 seconds of the last round, I stuck it on him trying to stop him, and we banged heads.
Oh wow. He likes to. He leans over, doesn't he? He leans over, and he covers his body more than he sort of covers his head. So that's where that right hook to the temple was coming through.
Definitely.
Yeah, but he's still live, so that means that he's still dangerous. He kind of stands up tall as well, doesn't he, Spatar?
He's changed his guard a lot. When I boxed him, there were weights there at the side of his head. Now he has them held right in front of his face. So I think he should go back to the side of his head.
Good stiff jab that from Cooper to kick this round off.
I think you need to be careful, Cooper, when he's throwing them. He leaves them out a little bit too long.
What, the jab?
Yeah, he drops it down then.
What do you think he's then susceptible for?
Just that backhand over the top.
Okay.
When Spatar's sticking it on him a bit, he's getting caught a couple of them. Caught a jab there.
Well, Cooper just got caught with the same right hand which he'd caught Spatar with. Didn't quite have the impact though.
Coach said you don't need to clinch.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm glad we got you on the table, Delicious.
Setup.
I don't think they'll like it though.
No. That's why we put you there. I knew you were born in Russia all along. Cooper just really taking his time.
Yeah, I think you don't want to wait too long.
I was going to say, is there a risk of just waiting too long?
Yeah.
What you say? You think he should be throwing his jab more a little bit?
Just popping him out, moving it. He's standing there a bit too flat.
Hitting something.
That's it. Against a live opponent, he'll need to keep that up.
Maybe some feints in there.
That's it. I won't say too much. He's my weight. Good shot by Spatar there.
Joe Gallagher isn't keen for Cooper to be on those ropes because every time he is,
I think he spent a lot in that last round, Cooper. I think they slowed the pace down a little bit this round.
Spatar just got through with a right hand there, but
Yeah, it's a better round from Spatar this time.
I wonder what he's waiting. I wonder what he's waiting for, Spatar or Joe.
Yeah, he's got caught a couple this round. I think that could have been a lot of it. He spent a lot in that last round trying to take him out.
Cooper really has taken it, not easy necessarily, but just the work rate has been reduced dramatically, isn't it?
I think he's breathing a little bit heavy in that here, so I think he's just trying not to blow himself out too soon.
Now some... Well, Delicious, you weren't with us earlier when we had the running order up. Any fights in particular for you which are sticking out?
Of course, the Chisora Wallin fight. Everybody wants to see that. But I'll tell you what, Lewis Williams, a good friend of mine back at GB Boxing. We've done many rounds together before big tournaments like the Commonwealths and the Europeans, etc., etc. So I'm really looking forward to see what he's going to do today. He had an amazing debut. I knew his opponent, and I think he executed it very, very well. So yeah, it's going to be great to see what he does tonight.
Well, we look forward to that one. Just action-packed card. Another one to 100% not take your eyes off is Abdullah versus Miller. That one is
definitely. I think that's going to be the fight of the night here. I think that's the most 50-50.
I'll go with you on that. I think that is a real 50-50. Well, fourth and final round here in the third professional fight for Joe Cooper as he faces Artjom Spatar of Estonia, who's been on the canvas twice already.
Same shot.
Yeah, same shot twice as well.
Again, nice poised round. Good left hook there. Pushed his opponent back a little bit. There you go. The corner's telling Joe you got to throw the right hand to the head or body, which was working.
Yeah, definitely. I think he neglected his body once he put him down to the head.
Yeah.
He started neglecting his body work a bit.
Yeah.
Even there, he should be driving them up underneath.
See, these early fights, someone like Joe Cooper can afford to have a round off and slow down here and there. But as you go up the levels, you don't get that opportunity, do you? Because they're gonna jump all over you.
Yeah, in a full rounder, to be fair, I don't think you should need to slow down. But I think he still looked good. He's young. I think the beard kind of covers it up. You forget he's only 18, 19.
Yeah, 18 years old. This is better work here from Cooper.
Yeah. I'd like to see him keep that lead hand a bit higher when he's letting go on the inside. He's very open for that backhand over the top.
I was going to say, for 18, it's good to see him nice, poised, relaxed.
Yeah.
When I was 18, I was all over the place with my jab, man.
He's tidy. You can see he's very well schooled. He knows his way around the ring.
It's in the family.
Need to keep busy with his lean hand. Just not give Artjom too much confidence coming forward.
I've got a feeling Spatar's going to be waking up a bit sore tomorrow because he's got a few bumps and bruises on him, and that is because Cooper has landed a fair few decent shots like that stiff jab and obviously that right hand, which has been very successful as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Playing at this level, it's always good to get the rounds in. You know,
definitely.
Really, really important.
I think looking back, they look back and say, look, he started very well going to the body, but he's given too much confidence, especially in that last round, slowing down, and he's catching too many shots now that Spatar just has too much confidence to stand and throw at him.
Spatar just had his head knocked back with a jab there, but he was
landed some himself.
Yeah, he was going for it, wasn't he? He was really throwing them.
Tough man, tough man.
Good test. I'll tell you what, 2 fights so far. Both of these fighters very young and up and coming, and two good opponents, haven't they?
Queensberry not messing about anymore. They're matching everyone. They're matching everyone tough. Even the next one is quite toughly matched. I boxed Artjom in my second fight.
That was on the undercard of Chisora versus Quinn, wasn't it, in Belfast?
That's right.
Yeah, I remember it well. Yeah, he's tough. Very tough indeed. We'll catch a word with Joe Cooper later on. Might not be immediately after the fight, but I can bet my bottom dollar that he'll have some critique for himself, because every time I've spoken to him he has, and that's not a bad thing, is it?
No, definitely not. I think every fighter should be their own biggest critic. You're not looking to improve, so I think you need to be able to see your own flaws in your own boxing and trust that you have the ability to improve
Ladies
on
and
it.
gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Steve Gray, scores in this contest 40-34 for your winner, and still undefeated, Joe the Showstopper Cooper.
Joe Cooper moves to 3-0, not only in front of Roberto Duran, but Tyson Fury's just rocked up to the Co-op Live Arena as well.
Good way to end the night, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a bad way to...
Not a bad night at all.
It's starting to fill up a little bit in there now, so I think it's going to be
it's a great venue. Great venue. Here it goes, Thomas Driver.
And now welcome to the ring, Joe Hardy.
Well, here comes Joe Hardy from Leeds, who's been on the road since 2021. He had a very active year last year, boxing 12 times on the away circuit, giving prospects their debuts, making life very difficult for everyone who got in there with him. He's been stopped 4 times in 30 bouts, and when the bell goes this evening, it will be his 135th round. But I can also tell you that on the way to the arena, he was in there with one of my colleagues in a taxi, and he said he's really going to give it a go tonight. He's well up for it.
He will do. He boxed William Conley and William debut, so I've seen a little bit of him. He's tough.
And the family theme continues. Here comes Walter Fury, currently 2-0, going into his 3rd professional contest. Made his debut in Belfast in the summer last year, and his 2nd fight was a good performance on the undercard of Nick Ball's world title defence in Liverpool in October. His cousin Tyson Fury was there for that one, he's there for this one, and you can just tell how much he loves the sport. Whenever you're around him, he lives and breathes it. I'm sure he's itching to get in there and for that first bell to go. And there is the big man, currently retired.
We'll see how long it lasts.
How long for you reckon?
I'll give it till September. You can tell him that.
This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the super welterweight division. Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their great sponsors: Riyadh Season, 32 Red, That Prize Guy, and Unibet. Our timekeeper is Chris O'Connor, and when the bell rings, our referee in charge and scoring this contest will be Mark Lyson. Introducing to first fighting tonight out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing yellow with white and blue, and weighed in officially at 11 stone 7 pounds. Coming to us from Leeds, Yorkshire, England, he is a veteran of 30 professional bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Joe Hardy. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing a white with gold and weighed in officially at 11 stone, 5 pounds, 5 ounces. Hailing from Morecambe, England, he is undefeated with 2 victories. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Walter Laszlo Fury!
Okay, boys, look over the rules, but you should obey my commands. Tell them to break clean, defend yourselves at all times, boys. Go on, boys.
Well, this is the final bout on our prelim show, and our finale before go live on TNT is Walter Fury versus Joe Hardy. Hardy in the yellow, blue and white shorts, those Leeds colours. Walter Fury in the white and gold, and Hardy, he's coming out with a bit between his teeth. Quite an aggressive start.
Yeah, you weren't joking about that when you said it earlier. He said he's going to give it everything he's got, and it looks like he's going to.
He's hungry for the win.
Fury's got the typical Fury style, good jab, long arms.
Awkward switcher.
Good double jab.
Yeah.
The last 2 times I've watched and commentated on Walter Fury's fights, he's just seems unfazed by everything and anything, just very relaxed, and a good observation. You could tell he was a Fury, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Well before you knew his surname.
He's got a really good jab, and them jabs are horrible.
Yeah, both sides as well. You know, when he switches, he's got a good jab on both sides.
You can see how strong it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see his head pop back a little bit, can't you, Hardy's?
It's quite a skill to have, isn't it, really, to just be that relaxed and put your shots together that nicely when you're under a fair bit of pressure.
It sets up the shot, don't it? Like, he's just boxing with flow here.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. I was just going to say that. It seems like he's having a good time in there, flowing, keeping it nice and long.
Only bad thing though is the man's down. I don't like to see it, because see, you can cop for one over the top like that. They're the only 2 things what's going to protect you, is the ref and your hands. So you've got to keep them up.
Yeah.
I think one of the things which Walter Fury needs to be careful of, obviously, is he doesn't want to get caught. But if anything is getting through, or even just touching Fury at the moment, Hardy is getting confident. You can see his confidence is building, and he's up for it anyway.
Oh, it's like he sort of, I don't know why he held back that overhand right. He held it back a little bit, Hardy. Maybe he thought he's not going to be able to reach him.
Well, that's
Fury
what
moved
that
away.
style does. It makes you not want to jump in to get countered.
Yeah.
If Hardy allows him to, Fury will quite happily just sit here, just boxing off the back of on that jab, switching the stance, just being difficult.
The shot the lad's got, that big overhand right, he wants it.
Yeah, he wants it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to time it. He's just not having any success, though.
Delicious. What are you thinking that Fury's doing well so far in this round?
I think he's, as we've seen there, that jab, very, very good. He's relaxed, his shoulders nice and relaxed. It seems they can go like another 15 rounds, to be honest. And if Hardy's not really putting it on him, he's more than happy to stay out long and just win the fight comfortably.
And Liam, what would you like to see him do a bit more of?
Fury, just up the tempo a bit and just think, right, I'm going to get you out of here. And this is what the fans want to see. It's a good knockout, isn't it?
Do you think he's got it within him to do it? Do you think the capability's there? If he wanted to put his foot on the gas?
His punches look strong. I can hear him from here. The guy's face is red raw, to be fair. He's done his round of boxing now. I'd like to see him just get some grip behind him and just get him out of there.
We're not all like you though, Liam.
I try, don't I? I have a good go.
Well, it was only the opening round. Still free to put his foot on the gas. I think Joe Hardy's corner just said looking like Tyson Fury, and there was a big grin which filled Tyson Fury's face as he said it.
Corner managing him on to get that big pole vaulting right hand over the top going.
Yeah, it could happen at any time, can't it?
Yeah.
He just out of nowhere.
He can dodge 1,000 shots, but that one's always going to get through.
Yeah.
So be prepared for it.
Yeah. I mean, he's got great feet, you know, and he's quite comfortable switching. So I don't think that overhand right is posing a problem to him.
I tell you, the right hand which got through there from Hardy, and I'm not saying that Fury's legs went, but he didn't look as steady as he was a couple of seconds before.
This lad's having a little bit of a go in here. It's not like you should see his record. He's having a good go.
Ref not said nothing, fight. There you go. Ref not said nothing, fight. There you go, hands. Let's go with him. Let's fight with him. There you go.
He's really swinging his Hardy. Some of those hooks are quite wild, and Fury needs to be cautious and careful he doesn't get caught with one of those right on the button.
Come on, Joe. It's going to get roll his right home. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Double up that drop. Double him.
They make almost gloves as well. They look tiny, don't they?
Oh, they do.
Are these 8?
Yeah, they look like them. Tiny little gloves. Oh,
good right hand there from Hardy.
It's just outworking. Fury's outworking. That one shot's good if you're going to knock him out, but like he's just throwing 10 back, so it don't really count, does it?
No, nullifies it.
Don't suggest that he's going to knock him out because if he's had any stoppages, the lad has it.
There you go. One leg only. You can come in behind your defence.
Looks like there's a bit of a graze on the right eyebrow of Hardy.
That's a really good jab, that. I'm
Yeah.
impressed with just the jab alone.
It's working because it's keeping him at bay. He doesn't want to sort of push on. Hardy doesn't want to get any closer because he keeps getting stopped by that jab. See, that jab beat him to it. Couldn't throw that overhand right.
See a little cut there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a nick, isn't it, on that right eyebrow of Joe Hardy, yeah.
Yeah, I see it a little bit.
But another round where he really gave it a good go, didn't he?
Yeah.
But why isn't he getting to him? Is Fury just controlling the pace a bit too much with that jab? Every time he comes in, he's disrupting his flow, disrupting his rhythm, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I found. It's like whenever he's coming through, and it's quite predictable actually, that overhand right. You can see it, you can see him tensing. So all Fury is doing is just popping that jab before he throws that right hand, and then he just interrupts the work.
He's not even sitting down as well. Just nearly spat all over us as well, so I had to do my little dodging skills there.
That's what I say is the best seat in the house until something like that happens. And Delicious has got a nice white polo.
I'm wearing a white shirt and right underneath it as well, so I've got the brunt end of it.
Yeah. I were ready to duck though. He did say sorry though, he was well mannered.
Did he?
Yeah, he went
fair play, mid-fight, fair play.
With this round kicking off in the same way that the previous rounds have, and that has been Hardy on the front foot and Fury just popping that jab out.
Listen, it's an A for effort, isn't it? You've got to give him that. But Fury's a bit well schooled for him. Good jab.
Yeah, you can see the levels, can't you? Fury's, he's a couple of steps ahead.
He's just skimming the whiskers though, that shot.
It is, yeah. Yeah. It's almost as if, though, this kind of style suits Fury so much, you know, because he looks like he's just enjoying himself and he's quite comfortable doing that.
Tell you what, I'm loving the corner work of Joe Hardy.
If you don't throw, you will never know. I like that.
Yeah, I'm sticking that one in the locker. And he's right, because he just threw a right hand there, and the more he's throwing, the more success he's having. But I think he's a bit cautious of walking into something a bit heavy himself.
Look, it's there 4 jabs, like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
straight, yeah. It's just judges can't miss that.
No.
It's obvious point scoring.
It's just that one big overhand, right? Like I keep saying. It does hit. It does land sometimes.
Do you know what? Over time, though, that would just psychologically, it will just bring you down. All those jabs.
Yeah.
You know, accumulation of shots over and over again.
I'm having flashbacks on the fight with Lyndon Arthur. Real flashbacks. I'm still not recovered from that jab.
Hardy just swinging away there. He's really giving it some.
He is, he
like
is.
you said, A-star for effort.
And as you get a bit tireder, your reflexes start to drain a little bit and you're not as fast.
Oh, good jab.
I think you hit the nail on the head earlier on, Delicious. That it's just demoralising, isn't it? Just being eating that jab over and over and over again.
You then go into survival mode. You start throwing shots you don't really want to throw, and then that leaves you more open, and it's just a downward spiral.
We've got one more round.
And Fury's more than happy just being there.
It just doesn't seem phased though, does he? It doesn't really matter what's coming at him. And I know the opposition will naturally raise as time goes by. But like you said, he could do 15 rounds. Yeah, Joe, so I don't even know if you can see him at high, but yeah, he's just refusing to take the salt. Stood up, legs aren't knackered.
Listen, I want that chair every round. Every round. You'll never see me stand up. I think you have to take it, don't you? It's there.
But like I said earlier on, this is the last bout on our prelim show. Then we go over to TNT Sports after this. And that is all the action which you've got to look forward to. Obviously, the main event is Derek Chisora's last dance, as this event is being called, where he will face Sweden via New York's Otto Wallin. And I am sure that will be thoroughly entertaining for as long as it lasts. Fourth and final round. I'd love to know how many jabs Fury has thrown in this round and in this fight.
Yeah, I'd love to see the stats on this.
It's going to throw up kitchen sink him now. You can tell, can't you? Just walking
Fair
forward,
play to him.
just swinging. Even inside, he's whipping him in.
Fury boxing really well on the back foot.
Oh, look at those jabs. Two of them. That double jab just popped his head back.
Horrible.
Yeah, straight through the guard.
There's about 7 jabs in a row there, wasn't there?
Yeah. Hardy's still giving it.
Well, he hasn't taken a step back, has he?
No, he hasn't. Not at all. It just the parries are just not working, or the hand blocks. I think he should just start moving his head more a little bit. Maybe coming off that jab, maybe slipping the jab, coming over. But that'll be the best way to get in there. Is just as he's jabbing, trying to slip in and coming in, instead of throwing a haymaker and hoping for the best. You know, like that.
I don't really like to say it, but he
nearly
should
hit me,
pin him
that
on
one.
the ropes.
Still going is Hardy, and firing back over and over again.
That jab's really putting him down, though.
Well, 1 minute to go in this fourth and final round. Mark Lyson just called in time for a second.
Took a little nick on back of his head. Like how Fury said, it's nothing as the ref shouted him over.
Let's go again, you've got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 good seconds. Come on, move your head a little bit and swing. You're not going to... Boom! There you go, throw. Come on.
I was going to say, surely Fury's going to start getting frustrated in a minute with Hardy coming in and just grabbing hold of him, but I don't think he is. Gives him a little nod to say, yep, you've given me a good scrap tonight. But a comfortable decision for Walter Fury.
Yeah, good boxing display, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely. We were saying it earlier, I think he was doing exactly the same thing what he did in round 1 and round 4. He was keeping it long, keeping the jabs going. He was having success at all times, so why would he need to change it, you know?
Exactly. If it's not broken, don't try and fix it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that will be a performance which Fury and his team, he's obviously trained by Bob Howard, and I'm sure they'll look back and there'll always be things to improve on. There'll always be things that they weren't as happy with, but I'm sure there'll be plenty which they were. And like I said, Joe Hardy was really coming to have a go tonight, and he did have a go. He didn't take a step back. It was non-stop. But let's get the official announcement from Mr. Thomas Triber.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Mark Lyson, scores the contest 40-37 for your winner. And still undefeated, Walter Laszlo Fury.
Well, as expected, Walter Fury moves to 3-0, and we're nearly there when it comes to this prelim show. 3 good fights so far, 3 good up-and-coming fighters. Thought Jermaine Dhliwayo was impressive. He's got something about him, don't you think?
Yeah, 100%. He's going to go all the way, and he's got the good backing behind him. Chisora's going to help him out. And yeah, like I said, I watched him in ABAs. It was really good.
Well, thanks very much for your company, and switch over to TNT Sports, because that is exactly where the action will continue.